Okay, so it starts off and says, okay, what's the size of this matrix? That's the first question. What's the size of this matrix? It's down by across, 2 by 3. And then the next question, it's going to say, hey, is this thing a square, a column, or a row matrix? None. It's none of those. Square would be square. You know, like square would be same length and width. Same number of rows and columns. It's not square. A row matrix would be like if it's just all one big row. A column matrix would be, you know, if it's just one big column. This one is, it's not just one row, it's not just one column, and it's not square either. It's none of those. It's not square, it's not a row, it's not column, it's just something else. So that's all they want in part 1. Want the size of the thing, and whether it's a column matrix, row matrix, or square matrix, or neither, or none. That's what it is. So they want the additive inverse on this one. So that means just change all the signs. So additive inverse, just change all the signs. So -1 becomes +1, 0 is just 0. -6 is regular 6. -6 here is regular 6. 1 is -1. 3 is -3. -8 is regular 8. -9 is regular 9. 2 is -2. Done. Additive inverse is the opposite numbers. Okay, so first off, it wants the size of that matrix. What's the size of that matrix? Remember, you go down first and then across. So it's a what by what? 2 by 1. 2 down, 1 across, huh? Is that a row, column, or square matrix? That's a column. Column is up and down. I'm not going to put that on the test. Column is up and down. So you don't need to put, I don't care about names. What's that going to do for your life? I know what a column matrix is. It's useless. I'm interested in cranking out real life answers. So this one probably is just do by hand. Either way. So it just says, hey, A plus B, add them up. So go, okay, 0 plus, is that 8? Yeah, 8, 8. And then, you know, you just go entry by entry. 2 and 1, 3. You get it, etc.? You just add up corresponding entries. Upper left with upper left. Upper middle with upper middle. Upper right with upper right, etc. Or you could just type them in. You could put this into your calculators, matrix A and B, and then just have it do A plus B. It'll do them for you automatically. Right now we're learning the operations with matrices, how you add, subtract, multiply matrices. So what do you think about subtracting two matrices that are different sizes like that? You know, they made up, by the way, do you know this is all made up? Remember, all of math is made up. You know that, don't you? Math isn't real. It's made up to describe things that are real, right? We use numbers to describe things that are real. Matrices, they just made them up because they were useful for, I forget, you go type into Google. I think they were first used for mixing chemicals, or was it beer? I can't remember. Anyway, you can type it in, you can find it out. Somehow they first used matrices because they were useful for something in real life, and so it goes. Anyway, so they made up rules for these matrices when they made up this new thing, these boxes with numbers in them, you know, which they called matrices. And then they made up rules for this system that would be helpful for accomplishing things in the real world. So they simply made this up. What do you think they made up for subtracting or adding when they're different sizes like this? What would you do?
Put it in a calculator.
That's what they did. They said, just don't do it. The answer is no. So you cannot add, subtract the different sizes. Yeah. They said, we don't need to do that. There's no real life use of that. Just don't do that. Just don't do it. That's okay. What do you think about that one? You could do it by hand, or you could do it by calculator. You could type those into your calculator. Do you know what I mean? I don't have time to show you, but you could actually put matrix A into your calculator, matrix B into your calculator, and then go -3 times matrix A, -4 times matrix B, and hit enter. You know, or you could do it by hand. So here, I'll do it by hand real quick. What is minus 3 times matrix? Here's matrix A. Minus 4 times matrix B. 3 minus 8, 5 minus 8. So this minus 3 multiplies all these, doesn't it? So it'll be minus 15, minus 9, minus 12, minus 18. And then the minus 4 is going to hit them all. So it'll be minus 12 plus 32 minus 20 plus 32 again. And then you would just combine them. 15 minus 12 is minus 27, etc. Is that okay? See what I'm doing there? Place where you might use matrices. We'll get more into that next time. So here we go. 3x is 5a plus 4b. So the first thing you got to do is find 5 times a plus 4 times b, right? And that'll be the 5 multiplies all 5 minus 10, 20, 15. 8, negative 4, 0, 20. Good so far. Am I going too quick? And so 3x equals, and then combine those 5 and 8, 13, negative 10 and 4, negative 14, 20 and 0 is 20, 15 and 20, 35. We okay so far? Did y'all see what I did there? I multiplied 5 times all those numbers and 4 times all those numbers. Then add them up. Last step, so I've got, let me bring it up here. I've got 3x equals 13 minus 14, 20, and 35. What do? Divide them all by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. There's x. Got to enter those fractions. Just type them into the boxes. That's it in